Many students of English ask, when will I be fluent? How can I become fluent? What to do to become fluent? And the answer is to leap before you look. I want to give you an example of how I learned a language other than English enough to go on a 6,000-mile motorcycle trip all around Thailand, using Thai that I had learned at a language school and bringing with me a food dictionary in Thai and English and then a regular Thai-English dictionary. I wanted to leap before I looked into this adventure to explore a country, and I was quite nervous about it. Did I have enough Thai to be able to communicate with someone? And it turns out that I did. I learned enough before and during the trip to successfully negotiate important things in the Thai language with people who did not speak English. And you can do the same in English. You just need to leap before you look. Get the basics of the language and then just try. I'm going to show you a map of this long motorcycle trip I took all over Thailand, 8 months during a year, in the rain, in the heat, from town to town, where many people, okay, no one, spoke any English, because I'm crazy and I love to travel by motorcycle and I love to eat and research things and write books about things I don't know. The only way to really do that is to immerse yourself and take a risk of maybe saying something incorrectly, knowing that good-hearted people will want you to succeed. If you have the basics of English, you can use this technique of leaping before you look to ask strangers for directions or ask someone to help you find the best restaurant. You don't have to be fluent in the English language, and it's over 1 million words. You do not need all of those. You just need the basics and then the courage to do it. So let's look at the map, and I'll show you the books that I brought with me that helped me along this journey that I experienced in Thai, and you can do the same experience studying English in your own country by finding English speakers that can help you, or when you travel outside of your country to a place where people speak English. Let's look at the map. Using this chopstick as a pointer, I want to show you what I meant by leaping before you look on a trip. I started here on Koh Phangan, the island where I live, and I took the motorcycle on a boat over the ocean and landed in the port city of Suratani and rode 6 hours over to Phuket Island, very popular with tourists. Then I went down to southern Thailand to explore the potently spicy food there. Then went all the way up this narrow part of the country to the capital, Bangkok, the city of angels. And then I went over to Kanchanaburi, and when the road was washed out and I couldn't take the bike, I took a bus all the way over to the edge of Myanmar or Burma and went back to Bangkok. And did I stop there? No, I did not. I carried on all the way to this tract which is next to the country of Cambodia and looped around the seacoast for great seafood, then went up the big belly of the beast itself all the way up to Chiang Mai in the north, and then looped around next to the Mekong River here in this area, northeastern Thailand, and went back all the way to Bangkok and then all the way back down here to my island. So that took 8 months during the course of a year to explore Thailand, and I learned Thai along the way because I had to. Especially in areas like here and some places here where I was not able to find an English speaker with whom to converse. I had to use the Thai that I had learned in my trusty food guidebook and dictionary I brought with me. I'll show you in a second. Leap before you look, people. As I mentioned, I went on this long trip around Thailand, and I brought a couple of useful things with me. This is the Lonely Planet's food guide for Thailand. What was very handy was in the back of this book were many definitions of food. I had the Thai word and had an anglicized version of it and what it was. So when I went around to these different villages to learn how to cook from the grandmas and aunties that are experts in Thai, I could point to a Thai word and they would tell me how to pronounce it. So I got an instant lesson and a great plate of food. And also with me, I brought this phrase book. This is from the Rough Guides, but it has many phrases in it. So if I didn't know the word for pots and pans, I could look it up, and it had basic things about verbs and grammar and important phrases in Thai. Some of these words I learned when I went to a language school, but I really wanted to do this trip on a motorcycle, just me and my little guitar and a backpack, to explore the food of the country. And I decided to leap before I looked into doing this. And it took 8 months during the course of a year to complete this food mission. But I went all over the place. And having those phrase books and this food guidebook was important. And having a basic knowledge of the language, maybe some thousands of words, was useful. But I really learned along the way when I found myself having to ask in Thai, "Can you repair the flat tire on my motorcycle? Where can I buy guitar strings? Where is the best pad Thai stir-fried noodles in town, sir? Uncle, auntie, grandma," and all those politeness terms that are very important in the Thai language. So the idea is get a basic knowledge of English, and then if you travel or you're interacting with native English speakers, ask for help. Put yourself in a situation where you need to ask something. People will help you. Having a small dictionary in your hand or on your mobile phone is useful, but leap before you look and try to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You'll usually get what you want, like the flat tire on your motorcycle fixed, or guitar strings, or a really great meal, or a smile of an old grandma or auntie who's proud of her native language and wants to help you. This is the way to do it in English. Leap before you look. You don't have to go by motorcycle. I'm crazy, so that's what I do for fun. You may be normal and do it a different way. But whether you're traveling outside your country in a place where people use English, or you're in your home country and you find someone who speaks English, ask for help and it will be given to you and you will learn. All right.